All right, we've talked about it before. Rosie and I are going to be hitting the road here pretty soon in the future and doing some traveling. And I'm always looking for things to make life easier while we're out on the road. And that's where Homevol comes in. Now, they reached out to me with this pretty cool little appliance right here. It is a cordless ice maker. It can be used both indoors and outdoors. And I figure since we're going to be in a motorhome, this would be the perfect device to carry along with us. Not to mention if we're out camping or something, we can make ice on the spot with our own little ice maker. I just thought it was a neat little appliance, and we'll definitely use this, especially when we're outdoors. But we're going to unbox it. We're going to take a look at it. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm pretty excited about this because I don't want to drink frozen water in the motorhome from tanks under the motorhome. I know you can get bottled water and pour it in ice trays and all that stuff, but this right here is going to do it all for us. And I don't really use a ton of ice anyway, so I don't need to be making 20 gallons of ice all the time. This right here, I think is going to be the perfect thing. So let's get it out and look at it. Let's cut into this bad boy and see what we got. Hey, it's a box in a box. And other boxes in the box. I'd imagine over here we have chargers and batteries and all of those things. So let's get that. Oh, that's a big box right there. Holy cow. It's going to be the box with all the other boxes in it. I'm going to pull this up, drop this on the ground, and there we have it. Homevol, at home, in the wild, ice maker. And I asked for the stainless steel model because I think it's easier to keep clean. Let's get in to box number 2. This is the part I'm excited about, because I actually want to see this thing. I think it's a pretty cool device. You can go camping, and with the batteries you can make your own ice. We'll see. Seems to be a hell of a lot easier. And I heard a screw fall. Hearing screws fall out of things is never a good sign. There it is. We'll have to figure out where that goes. Hopefully it just has to do with packaging or something. Let me flip this thing over, get it out, get a good look at it. Well, it came packaged very well. Has a nice little carrying handle right on the top here to pick it up. Look at that. I'm in a seated position and picked it up with no issue. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty cool. We'll put our extra screw aside here for a minute. We're going to take the tape off the side of it here. We're going to get inside our little drawer. Now, the drawer pulls out, and inside the drawer, pull all the tape and stuff out of there. This is your ice drawer. This is where your ice is. This is where your ice is going to be made in. They gave us a cool little ice scooper to go inside here with your ice. You actually just dump the water into here, and there's a max line right here at the top of my fingernail. I don't know if you can read that white because it's white on white, but that's just where you fill the water up to. And then I believe it doesn't take very long at all to make the ice, but we're gonna get this thing up on the counter, get it plugged in. We're gonna open the other box real quick though so I can show you what's in there. And we're gonna just go over this whole thing. Homevol. It's actually a pretty neat looking device. Nice stainless steel outside, and then back here it comes with 2 batteries, I believe, so we'll get those charged, and then you get a DC cord, plug it into the wall so you can use it in the house. Nothing wrong with having a little extra ice. So let's check out what came in the goodie box. I would imagine it's chargers, cords, batteries. It's a box full of little boxes. Boom. Feels like a battery. Feels like another battery, so it comes with 2 batteries. And this feels suspiciously... Actually, I don't know. One of these is a charger. Nothing else in the box. So we'll push this back down here. Okay, so we have a charger for a battery. A battery, and this is a pretty hefty battery. 20 volt max, 7.8 amp hour battery. You just take the battery and the charger and you just slide it right in there like that and plug it into the wall and you're good to go. I would imagine this is the other battery. It is another 20 volt, 7-amp hour battery. And this probably right here is probably the cord to where we can use this in the house. That's exactly what it is. There you have it. Now we're gonna put this thing up on the counter. I'm gonna clean out the little tray here. And we're gonna make some ice. I wanna see how it works. I wanna see how long it takes. I wanna show you how the controls work. Kind of excited. I can't wait to travel. And when I travel, I know I'm gonna love to have things like this with me. It just makes it easier. We're gonna go ahead and unwind our cord. And we're gonna plug it in right back here. Just like that. And plug it in the wall. We're gonna make some ice. My kitchen is a disaster, so don't judge. But just pick it up real easy with the handle. Take it right over here, put it on the counter, and we're gonna plug this baby in. See how it looks. Now, I believe your knob here is how we get, oh look, it has a cleaning feature. So I guess it's not a touch screen, so you're gonna toggle through with the knob what you want it to do. Turn the light on, push the button, the light comes on. Go from light over to small cubes, and then over to large cubes. Now we're gonna get some water. I'm gonna pour some water in here, and I'm gonna show you how this thing works. All right, I've cleaned the tray. I've gotten a bottle of water. We're gonna go ahead and dump this in here. And I'm gonna fill it up. Oh, wow, I need another bottle of water. That wasn't enough. Hold, please. I don't know if you can see, but if you look right here, our little ball is about halfway up. We're gonna add a little bit more water. I'm gonna add it up to the max line is what I'm gonna do. 2 bottles of water should be enough. There we go. Right at the max line. Look, and I only have that much left in the bottle. I have went ahead and cleaned this, so we're gonna stick this back in here. Just like that. We're gonna plug it back in. And we are going to make small cubes and see how long that takes. We're gonna go turn it to small, where it's blinking, push the button. I don't know why the light is on. Oh, maybe it just does that when it's on or when it's working. So I'm gonna go ahead and, it's 2:52 right now. I'm gonna tell you how long it took to make this full tray of ice. Okay, so if you, let me zoom in. Okay, so there's 2 reservoirs back to the water was coming through the reservoir, but I didn't get the camera out fast enough. So I don't know, it must be going back into a tray or something that makes the ice, and then it's gonna spit it into here when it's done. Those are the small cubes? It's been exactly 9 minutes and ice cubes are starting to fall in there. But I picked the small cube, so maybe the bigger ones are a lot bigger than that. I thought they were gonna be like the little tiny cubes. I guess I was wrong. Doesn't really matter, ice is ice, keep your drink cold. All right, so it literally started making ice the first 9 minutes, about 9 minutes in, it started making ice. Let's get a look here. Oh, definitely ice. To get to this level, I had to step away for a little bit, so I shut it off, and then I came back and restarted it. It took 1 hour and 46 minutes, according to the timer, for me to get this ice cube tray all the way full like that. Now, after the first 12 or 13 minutes, you have enough ice to stick in the glass to, to have a frosty beverage. But this is the small ice, which means that the wall thickness on the ice, let me grab a piece here. The wall thickness of the ice is thinner than the big ice. Now this was done in the house with it plugged in. We're gonna take it outside and we're gonna change the scenario. I'm gonna throw the batteries on it. I'm gonna fill it back up with water and we're gonna see how long it takes and how good it works outside. Now I'm not camping or anything, but it is Vegas and it's warm outside and backyard looks like a jungle anyway. So let's take it out there and hook it up and see how long it takes out there. Also, it flashes blue in the ring around the knob when it is done. And when it runs out of water, I believe it turns red. But it's out of water. So, we haven't got to that point yet, I guess. This hasn't turned red yet is because it is not yet done making ice. And I took the tray out and we're gonna put it back in. We're gonna go outside, we're gonna fill it up with water and start over all over. I was surprised when I put the batteries on the charger that they came fully charged, which I thought was really weird because I've never gotten batteries fully charged from anybody. So there we go. If you look on the top here, maybe if I'd have done this first, I would have seen that. Yeah, full. That one's full. That one's full. We're gonna go outside and hook it up. All right, we're set up out here. We're gonna go and pop this off and set it up here. And I'm going to fill the reservoir back up. Oh, there was a lot of water in there. We didn't get anywhere near low water on this when we were making ice in the house. So we had a long ways to go still. That's why it didn't flash that it was empty. We're on battery power now. We're gonna go ahead and turn that on. Set it for large ice. Let's do this. I want to turn the light off while we're outside. Off. Then we got it on large. No, large. We're going to push that. We got it set for large. And now I'm going to set a timer when I go back in the house and we're going to see how long it takes to. We're going to give it about 30 minutes and we're going to see how much ice it makes outside. Now it's about 90 degrees in Vegas right now. You're not supposed to use this in high temperatures, but I'm in the shade. I don't have any sunlight on it. And 90 degrees I don't think is really a super high temperature, so we're going to check it out. We're going to see how we do. I thought this was the level of your reservoir. It's not. What happens is when it starts to make ice, it dumps water down into whatever is freezing and making the ice, the tray or whatever. And as it's doing that, this ball rises. And then I think as it makes the ice cube, it goes down. I think that's how it works. Because it really doesn't have anything to do with the temperature of the water that's in there. Not temperature of the water, level of the water that's in there. I don't know how to speak today. We're gonna go ahead and reset our timer and see how long it takes. Start. Again, I just woke up. We're not gonna see how long it takes. We're gonna stop at 30 minutes and see how much ice is in there. Like I said a minute ago. All right, I actually went a little bit longer than I intended to, but that's all right. We're gonna see how much ice we made in 43 minutes and 14 seconds. Pop the tray out. Made about that much, and those are the large cubes. I'm gonna throw them in a cup with our handy dandy little ice scooper that they gave us. That actually works pretty good. Not too bad. So in 40 minutes, that's as much ice as I got. Again, it's 90 degrees out here. And so it's kind of melting as it's making. We're gonna go ahead and shut it off now. And I'm gonna carry it in the house in a minute and show you how to drain it. Just in case you're done looking, as I'm walking away, it's dropping the last couple cubes after I shut it off. Maybe you wanna have a nice iced Bloody Mary. Pre-made. It's actually just tomato juice. Throw a couple shots here and there, and some spice, and be good to go. All right, so how am I gonna do this? Right underneath here is the drain plug that you pull out right there to drain it when you're done. So you can put it away. We're gonna pop that out, drain it now. Just like that. It literally just pops right out. It's just a rubber plug. And drain all the water out of it. And this is blinking. And there we go. We'll let it sit here and drip dry. And then one other thing I forgot to show, they give me a drip pan that slides right up underneath the front of it so that when you fill it up with water, in case you spill it everywhere. I didn't need it. I didn't spill any water. It just sticks out on the counter, so put it in a drawer for now. But, you know, maybe when you're in your motorhome or something, you put it underneath there. If you got somebody with a shaky hand, I don't know. I didn't really need it. So, other than that, it's actually a really cool little device to have, and we're really gonna probably get a lot of usage out of it when we're on the road, traveling in the motorhome here in the near future. All right, so this is a cool little appliance to have. It literally starts making the ice in the first 9 minutes. Now, I know that an hour and 46 minutes seems like a long time to make ice, but we're in Las Vegas, we're not in the Arctic. And if you're gonna be having a barbecue or a party, traveling in a motorhome, camping, and you get this thing going, and you know, you're gonna be camping, you're out there for the day, you're driving in the motorhome long lengths of time. This right here is gonna make ice, and it's gonna continue to make it as you use it. You just keep the reservoir full, and this thing will go all day long, especially if you got your batteries on it. So I'm glad we have this, and I want to thank Homevol for sending it out to me for review. I know this is a different kind of review video than I normally do, but when I see something that I think is going to be useful for me, I say yes. And this is really going to be useful for me and Rosie when we're out on the road, especially when we're at campsites and things like that in the near future here. So again, make sure you go into the About section of the video for all the links about Homevol's Ice Maker here. And I'll see you guys on the next video.